Hey all, I'm your host Cryptic and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a PlayStation 5 accessory, specifically the PlayStation Pulse 3D headset. And in regards to them, they're Earpads. Now, as you can see, I've got some degraded here Earpads. These are the original ones off the actual Pulse 3D headset. And as you can see, the leather-like material has started coming off, which is a real shame. I would say I've had these since launch. They did launch about a month or two late compared to the PS5 here in Australia due to a shipping issue. So you could say they're about 2 years old. And yeah, as you can see, the foam's showing. So I was pretty disappointed a couple days ago to see that after a gaming session. I went to put them back on charge and then noticed that that's how the Earpads were. So as you do, I scour the internet to see if I can find replacement pads. And lo and behold, I did on Amazon. There are a whole bunch, different styles, designs, but I wanted something as close to the original as possible, but better. Now, I've got them on already, only because they're a slight pain in the butt to actually get on, but I will explain the process of getting them off and on for you. I won't be doing them again just because, yeah, they're just not the easiest thing in the world, but they are doable. They're a lot easier to take off than they are to put on. But as you can see here, these ones look almost identical to these, right? Main difference, and there's several, but visually, you still got the leather on the sides, right? Where the PlayStation ones are a leather-like, maybe like a PU leather or a synthetic altogether. But at the front here, you'll see that this is more of a cloth, breathable cloth, and it's still that full material here. Now, with these new ones from Amazon, which I'll put a link in the description below, they're the gel, cooling gel ones. They've got the cloth there. Underneath is a layer of cooling gel, so during hot gaming sessions or long gaming sessions, it keeps your ears nice and cool. That way you don't feel like, you know, you've got too much pressure or a burning sensation on your ears if you play for long hours like I do. And then underneath you've got the nice memory foam. Now with the memory foam, it's quite plush and soft, but also firm. So it feels a lot lighter and more comfortable in the ears, if that makes sense. You really have to try them to really understand the feeling, but it is a huge improvement on these. Phenomenal. Now, in regards to the build quality, if I put these back down, they tend to have a similar construction to these ones. They've got the exact same frame, but as you can see here, the lip of the material is glued over. That's what's given way here, and that's why they've sort of gotten up to this stage here, right? With these ones, it seems like, but only time will tell, that they're using a higher quality glue, which should have better bonding properties, hopefully. But otherwise, pretty much identical. The frame is still plastic. They're exactly the same. L and R on both, the same number of pins. And as you can see here, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 pins. That's what holds each to each ear cup. So what you want to do with these, if I can give you a visual representation, while they're on there, you can use like a plastic pry tool or something like that, or a pick if you really want to, but I'd say there's a high chance of you actually breaking some of the pins off when you're removing them. But what you want to do is grab one side firmly onto the foam and just pull until you hear a pop, right? Just not a crack, but a little pop, like something's disconnected, and you've got one there. Once you have that, you can then slowly work your fingers or a plastic tool underneath to then pop the next clip off until you have all 4 off, all the way around. Then they come straight off. Now to put them on is quite easy. You want to orientate them, the same way as these, and then you want to push them on and apply even pressure, right? So do them like this, right? Nice even pressure with your thumbs and hands on each side to hear a nice click. If you're struggling and you don't hear a click, the cool thing about these is that they do come with a plastic pry tool, right? So let's say you have a gap on one side that just doesn't want to clip down for whatever reason. All you do, as per the instructions on there, line it up to see where that clip is that's refusing to connect, even though it's lined up perfectly, all right? Pull this back a bit, right? And then just push this down towards it. Don't need to apply too much pressure, I found, a small to medium amount. And then as soon as you do that, you get a perfect pop. And then I had the second one, and then bang, it popped. So you can see I'm putting it in between the foam padding here and the Earpad, and yep, That's perfectly it is. And that's the only amount of movement that it needs to fully click if you're struggling to get them on. Because they are brand new, so there'll be a slight alignment change. But overall, profile-wise, they're a little bit thicker than the OEMs. But overall, they feel super light, super nice. And you know what? I would even recommend these type of gel cooling pads, even if there's nothing wrong with your Earpads now. If you're feeling a bit of discomfort during long gaming sessions, get these, because it almost feels like you've got no headphones on, right? And they do seal your ears really well, keeping the sound quality there of the Pulse 3D headsets. So yeah, and it tends to let other sound outside leak into your ear a lot less. That's what I found as well. But overall, I highly recommend these. I'll leave a couple links down below for the ones that I found on Amazon that sell these. One that I bought from, which is the Australian seller. There was another one selling the same thing, but way more expensive, from a US-based seller, from Amazon US specifically. I don't get any kickback from these links at all. I'm not an Amazon affiliate. I'm not a partner, none of that. So just click on the links to do a bit of your research and see if that's the type of Earpads that you want. But overall, guys, the headset after 2 years has been great. The Earpads leave a lot to be desired in construction quality. Hopefully they fix them in more revisions, or will fix them in future revisions when they release these headsets as they do to market. But yeah, it's good to know that it's quite easy to find third-party Earpads for them, which is phenomenal. And yeah, I hope this video has been helpful for you in deciding whether these headsets are for you, and if you do have them, how to replace the Earpads. I will catch you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.